Ain't no one only God. Love's what we focus on. Ain't no one around here. We don't move, we don't budge. You say you're cool, no you're not. No time for things around here. We need to look after us. Ain't no one only God. Love's what we focus on.
This is 7 things I would tell myself as a 16-year-old. Number 1, see your goals as an infinite game. I like to think of this one as when you're in a game on PlayStation or Xbox, say Grand Theft Auto, the first mission is always very regimented. You're on a path, you're getting told what to do and where to go. You're essentially being walked through the game. And for the last 16 years, you've kind of done that. You've gone to school, you've maybe had a hobby, but you've been told where to go, what to do, how to dress, and what not to do. Now, the world's opened up. You've just come out of that first mission in Grand Theft Auto, and the world is yours to take. So you can run around and do what you want. And in a game, it's pretty fun because you're not scared of anything and it's not real. So you run around, you complete all your missions, you do whatever you gotta do, and you level yourself up. But in the real world, something can go wrong. You might feel embarrassed. You might not want to start that venture because you're worried about what other people will think of you. But if you see your goals as an infinite game, similar to the games you play on your Xbox, then this can kind of ground you. And it definitely grounds me when I think about it like this. Say you want to be healthy, and you want to be fit, and you want to be strong. Or you just want to be healthy, and you want to look after your body. Yeah, you can put the work in for 2 years and become the body shape you want to be. But you're going to have to consistently maintain that. And it's going to be an infinite game. It's the same with your goals. They will always become bigger goals because you will hopefully achieve them, or something will change and you'll get a new one. I recommend start journaling and start writing down these goals, because I've got notebooks from when I was 16, 17, and I look at some of the goals and the biggest things that were the most challenging and the biggest hurdle to overcome. And I'm writing these goals down thinking, how am I going to do this? Like, I can't do this. Then you read back now and you look at them, and it kind of makes you laugh in a way, because them goals were so big to you at the time, and your goals now might be so big, and you might be putting a lot of energy into sorting out these goals, finding your first job, figuring out what path you want to take. If you make note of that and you actually work towards that, when you look back when you're 21, 24, 25, you'll look at them goals and think, wow, that was the biggest thing in my life at that point. And now it's almost funny to me. Like, it's almost funny that was such an obstacle to me. So yeah, definitely start taking notes. But what do I mean by infinite game? You'll never complete this game until you die. And you will always have something to do. And you'll always have something you want to achieve. So don't beat yourself up, but remember, it's an infinite game. And start working, and start trying to become the man you want to be. Number 2, don't worry. I'm an overthinker. I've always been an overthinker, not so much now, but very much so when I was 16. And this connects to insecurities if you worry a lot, I believe. It depends on what you're worrying on, but I started to look at life as it's going to end. No one's going to give a fuck about anything you do or say or mess up on. No one's going to care. They might care in a moment. It might feel like everyone cares, and I feel so embarrassed that I didn't achieve what I set out to achieve. But no one really cares. And even if they do care, they're not going to matter in 100 years from now. Do you really think people are going to remember that Owen tried to create a business and it failed? Or Owen made a video on YouTube and he was embarrassed and he posted it and people laughed at it? No one gives a fuck. No, just do what you want to do. So zoom out. Your life is an infinite game, and there's nothing to worry about because everyone's experiencing the same stuff, but no one actually cares in reality. Number 3, connect with your inner self. It sounds very wishy-washy, but it's true. Connect with your reasons, and each of us will have different ones. So what's the reason you want to do what you want to do? What values do you uphold in life? What man or woman do you want to become? What do you want your kids to think of you? What do you wish you had in your life now? Be that guy you wish you had in your life now. Be that mentor you wish you had. Or strive to become that. It's going to take a lot of reflection, and I'm happy to walk through kind of some steps that I took to take this reflection. But you're not going to come up with an answer straight away, and it's fluid. You can change the person you are or alter the path you want to take. But what really matters is that you're moving forward. Definitely. Number 4, be aware of the noise around you. And what do I mean by noise? I mean the people in your life, what they're telling you. It might be right, it might be wrong. Don't judge it, just be aware of it. The content you consume. Is it right or is it wrong? Is this person trying to help me? Or is he trying to get me to believe a certain narrative to help him? Just be aware of the noise around you. Once you understand the person you want to be, you will see them character traits in others around you. Maybe listen to their opinions a bit more. Don't let it get the better of you either. If your goals don't align to what your parents want for you, it doesn't matter. But it doesn't mean you're right as well. Your parents want what's best for you, right? But if you want to do something that doesn't align with what they have in mind for you, that doesn't mean you don't listen to them again and they're always wrong. It just takes communication. Just say, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to try, and these are the reasons why. And at 16, you've got so much time. Like, you've got the ability to start something and fuck up as much as you want until you're about mid-20s or early 20s at least. You've got so much time to trial stuff out and just give it a go and just see what happens. That's all business is. Someone had an idea, they gave it a go for 6 months and they just seen what happened. And it evolves as you go on. So just give whatever you're thinking of in your mind a go and just see what happens. Number 5, understand money before focusing on earning money. You can make 10k a month and still be at 0 by the end of the month. It doesn't actually matter how much you make, especially when you're 16. If I could go back to my 16-year-old self and get him to understand money, then I think I would be in a very different place. I'm not in a bad place, but living paycheck to paycheck is completely a mindset. It's not about the amount of money you make. It's about having respect for money and understanding what you should invest into, how much you should save for an emergency, and how much you should spend on fun. And if you live by certain rules, then you'll be grateful that you took this advice in the future. Number 6, it's only you against you. When I was 16, I was going to the gym every day. I had to walk 30 minutes to get to the gym to get in shape. But it wasn't for me. It was for external validation. It was to have a better chance of pulling that girl. It wasn't. It was very orientated around what others thought of me and the opportunities it would open up for me. And that's great. Like, it will get you so far, but it's not sustainable. Like, especially when you grow up and you think about that, it's not something that's going to keep you going to the gym when you're 50 years old and staying in shape. Getting girls isn't going to be at the forefront of your mind. It's going to be about sustaining this body you've got so you can live longer and enjoy more of your life. So don't compare yourself to others and don't look for external validation. Just look at becoming better than the person you were yesterday. And that can be tiny, and eventually it will compound, and it'll feel massive to someone who hasn't started out. But because you've improved yourself 1% every day, you're going to see the rewards of that, and it's going to compound over time, and you'll be grateful you've done it. Number 7, be present and enjoy every moment. As much as life and your goals is an infinite game, it's also a game that finishes. I don't want you to get to the stage in life where you may lose someone, or you may lose something, or a moment, and I don't want you to look back and think, oh, I wish I'd done that, or I wish I took my mum out for that meal, or I wish I said yeah to my dad when he wanted to go and do something. Like, life is an infinite game, and nothing really matters apart from the stuff that really does. And you only realise that stuff really matters until it's taken away from you. So if you can try and be present and enjoy every moment, and try and get off your phone and not doom scroll, and be aware of that, and enjoy the people around you, enjoy your family, enjoy your friends, and really try and look at every moment as if this moment's never going to happen again, because that specific moment won't happen again, and you might not get a chance to have another like that. So try and be present and try and enjoy every moment you have, because it is going to end one day. And I don't want to get deep, but it's true. So yeah, that's 7 things I wish I knew at 16. Thanks.